Hey Martin, congrats on the win. Fantastic performance, except for maybe a couple of minutes after the first goal. How would you describe today's performance overall?
Yeah, well, first of all, it was a really big win for us and an important game. It was always going to be, or there was a chance that it was going to be a game like that where it was going to be hard and we'd have to dig in because obviously we've been playing a lot of games recently. I felt that we started the game quite well and we actually had quite a few good chances, and I was hoping we could take one of those because then I think the game may have gotten a little bit easier for us potentially. But we at half time we've been in that position a lot where it's 0-0 and we've come out and won the game, so we knew that we could do that. But we started the second half pretty well. We managed to get a good goal, and then as you say, Bethlehem Steel, credit to them, they came back hard, they fought hard, they were energetic and dynamic and caused us some problems. Evan made a really good save from a ball that came in, and that was a big moment in the game. And then I felt that he was fouled on the ball that led to the corner. Normally, I feel the goalkeepers get protected. Sometimes, honestly, overprotected, but it's happened a couple of times recently where he's been impeded and not got the foul. So that was disappointing. And then more disappointing was we didn't manage to deal with the corner, having dealt with a similar situation just before it. Great defending from Paddy and others. But then the character to come back was excellent, and that's what really impresses me with this team. Obviously, there's a lot of good players, a lot of talented players, but most teams have that. But there's a connection between the players. They fight for each other. They care about each other. They have a good culture in the locker room, and it's a unique group of people and players, and that's really what I think makes the difference on a night like tonight, where players are tired, where they're maybe not fully recovered, where a team's got a goal in a late goal really. That's what makes the difference, and so that's really great for us tonight.
Coach, 21 total shots tonight. Is it frustrating at all to generate that much offense and only score twice?
Yeah, I think that in the first half we actually had some good chances and maybe took shots from bad angles, but it is one of the challenges of Lucas Oil, the field. Sometimes guys feel like they're set and they aren't. The ball maybe moves just a little more than it does on grass, but that's something that we have to deal with and something that we have made the most of. But I do believe it's partly why we haven't scored 4 or 5 goals on a few occasions, but it's still something we can definitely do, and I think that we're getting closer to that. Creating that many shots is a good positive sign, but obviously we want to be a little bit more clinical. But their goalkeeper also made a couple of really good saves. One of the saves from, in fact, both headers, Ilija's and Hackshaw's, was really big.
Coach, Dane again late. What's he meant to you guys coming on as kind of a super sub and scoring so many goals so late?
Well, yeah, recently that's been something that he's been doing really well. When the other team's tired and there's a little bit of space, that seems to really suit him. He's got great speed and great awareness, and it doesn't matter if you play 90 minutes or 15 minutes. If you get the goals, then that makes a difference. And obviously, it's a great skill to have, to be able to come off the bench and score goals, and every team needs players to do that, and we've done that on a few occasions, but it was nice to see Dane doing it again. I think that's the 3rd time he's done that in the last maybe 3 or 4 games at home, so credit to him and well done.
Ilija, can you talk about your season as a whole? Some ups and downs, injuries in and out of the team, but anyone that's watched USL knows the quality you have. So talk about your season so far, especially now that we're in the playoffs.
Well, first of all, I appreciate that. But yeah, it was really hard for me. Coming from Louisville, we had a really long season last year, obviously, and you pick up a lot of injuries and knocks. And I thought that the postseason is gonna help me recover, but it actually didn't. And then coming back in the preseason, obviously, it's really hard. You work hard. You wanna be the starting 11. You work hard. Then I picked another injury, and actually I had a sports hernia, and I had to have a surgery for that, which I did in May, and that's like almost half of the season already. And then recover from that, all these things. I'm just happy right now that I have no pain playing and score my first goal in front of the home fans. So that's great for me. Now we focus on the end of the season. Now it's when it's most important. Now we have to all step to take it to the next level, and try to win all these games till the end.
If you allow me, first of all, I'm going to make that question Spanish, and I'm going to translate it because we're a Spanish media, but we're going to be doing Spanish and English. Antes que nada, como siempre hemos preguntado a los jugadores de Indy Eleven, ¿qué opinan de la afición? Una afición que siempre los está apoyando incondicionalmente. Felicidades por tu gol, por tu anotación y por el triunfo. So, before anything, congratulations for your goal, for that win at home tonight. And something we ask always through the years to the Indy 11 players, talk to me about the fans, that brigade battalion that it's always unconditionally supporting the team. And like you said, the response that you guys had as a team when Bethlehem tied up the game, and you pretty much got the 2-1 right away because of your hard work, of course, but of course that fans supporting as well.
I think I said this before, but when I played against Indy 11 before, I used to hate these fans because they were so loud. They were always supporting, and they were hard on the away teams. And now that I'm on their side, I'm really happy. And I think tonight, especially, it's like when we needed the most, I wouldn't hear myself, and like it was really loud, and I get those chills, and that's what brings the energy. That's what makes you run more. That's what brings you that little bit extra that you need. And I think we got that tonight.
So everyone here sitting is a failed soccer player, pretty much. So can you tell us about that, your first goal, in the sense of having the awareness to know to chest the ball down, because everyone else would have tried to head the ball or panicked and not known. Well, when I say everyone else in this room would have done that. So, yeah, yeah, you wouldn't be able to head the ball because there's no protection. But could you tell us a little bit about your awareness to know to chest the ball, that you had that much time when Macaulay played the ball to you?
Well, first of all, I didn't chest the ball. Yeah, my foot was there. That was my foot. But yeah, that was my foot. So that's
Well, then you're incredibly flexible. So
so that's something that I actually really like to do. So when the ball goes over my head, I try to reach with my foot. I try that a lot in training. Try that overall. And then I think I didn't have awareness that someone was behind me, but I just thought I have a little bit of time, and that's why I decided to take a touch. I was only afraid that I was offside, and luckily the touch was perfect, and the bounce was good on the turf, and I just was able to finish. It was the instinct. It was something that I do, so I think that's like a training, like repetition, and then just what happened to me. That's the first thought I had: take a touch and then finish. And I did that, and I also missed the header in the first half, so I was like, I no header anymore.
Ilija, team has not given up a lot of goals this year, so that tonight was a little bit rare. What's not rare is the ability to score late to win a game. So talk a little about the adversity. You talked about the response, but is this a team with championship level ability to deal with adversity coming from a team in Louisville that's captured that title last 2 years?
Mm-hmm. Well, I'll tell you something. The strikers win you the game, but defenders win you championships. So if you have a good defense throughout the season, that's how you get to the top. And I would say this year, I think defenders actually played much better than the strikers for us. We have the best defense across the league, and I'm really happy for the guys. And they just keep providing clean sheet. Tonight was I think the Bethlehem, the way they responded after a goal, it was really hard for us to defend. We were a little bit tired from the game before, but then you have players like Dane Kelly coming off the bench. You have Pasher who played 90 minutes, and like you just get that you get that late goal that just kills everything, like the other team was trying to do all the game, So I think it's really special that we have really good strikers, but it's even better that we have really such good defenders.